Hello, in this session I am going to solve question number 5 through 12 that are given on pages 509 through 511 of this book. This is Set Premium 2015 edition. Okay, if you have any problem in mathematics and or statistics, any grade from 1 to 12 or even university level, you can contact me. This is my email address, sbarkat@hotmail.com. The first session of 1 hour is free. The charges are very little, or there may be no charge at all. I'll be teaching online. Okay, so let us begin. Question number 5 is, Cindy has 80 records. If 40% of them are jazz records and the rest are blues, how many blues are there? Now for this question, there are two methods. One is for the intelligent people and the other one is for not so intelligent people. So let me do it for those who are intelligent. Now, if 40% are jazz records, it means 60% are blue records. So what is 60% of 80? Okay, 60% means 60 divided by 100. Of means multiply by 80. Okay, now you can cancel this 1 0 by this 0 and this 0 by this 0 and you are left with 6 8s are 48. So this is the answer. Alternatively, first you find 40%, that is 40 divided by 100, of means multiply by 80. So this 0 cancels with 0, this 0 cancels with 0, and we get 4 8s are 32. So there are 32 jazz records. The total number of records is 80. From this, if you subtract or take away 32, you will be left with 48, which is the number of blue records. You must have noticed that here the number of steps is one more than this. I hope this is clear. Now we move on to question number 6. A class has a ratio of girls to boys of 4 to 3. Okay, let us add 4 and 3. 4 plus 3 is equal to 7. Okay, now if the class has a total of 35 students, how many more girls are there than boys? So we make a small table. Boys, girls, total. Okay, girls to boys, so 4 to 3. So girls are 4, boys are 3, and total is 35. Oh, sorry. Total is 7. Total is 7. Now, if the total is 35, as it is given here, 35, how many more girls are there than the boys. So first, let us find the number of girls. Now you can do it in many ways. Let's say the number of girls is x. Okay. So we can say that x divided by 35 is equal to 4 divided by 7. 4 divided by 7. We take this 35 on the other side and we will get x is equal to 4 times 35 divided by 7. Well, 7 fives are 35 and 4 fives are 20. So this is 20. So how many girls are there? Girls are 20. What about boys? If there are 20 girls, there must be 15 boys because the total must be 35. What is the difference? The difference is 5. So there are 5 girls more than the boys. Okay, that was number 6. Let us move on to number 7. Now here there is a graph of y is equal to 2x. The graph shows y is equal to 2x. Which of the following graphs represents y is equal to modulus 2x? Again, the intelligent ones will see that this branch of the curve, because of modulus 2x, will go up like this. And therefore, this is the answer. I hope this must be clear. Okay? Otherwise, let us do it. Can A be the answer? No. Because you see the slope here is very little compared to this. So this is not the answer. Let us check C. Here also the slope is very little compared to this. So this is not the answer. Let us check D. Well, this part is below the x-axis, which means negative, and this means absolute value or positive values. So this is not the answer, and this is not the answer for the same reason as in C. And therefore we are left with B. So that was question number 7. Okay. Question number 8. The length of a certain rectangle is twice the width. Let us draw a rectangle. This is the width, and therefore twice x is the length. If the area of the rectangle is 128, this is the area, 128. But you know that the area is length times width. That is 2x times x is equal to 128. Now, what is 2x times x? Is it not 2x square? Yes. 2x square is equal to 128. Means x square is equal to 64. Means x is equal to 8. Now, this is 8. Therefore, 2x is equal to 16. What is the length? 16 is the length. This is the answer. Okay. Let us move on to number 9. Okay. Which of the lettered points, that is A, B, C, S, T, D and E, on the number line above could represent the result when the coordinates of T, okay, this is point T, is divided by the coordinates of S. This is point S. Now, T has a positive coordinate because this is on the right side of the origin. And S has a negative coordinate because it is on the left hand side of the origin. Now, roughly speaking, the distance, the length, the magnitude is same. So the ratio would be about -1, negative. So D is out of question, E is out of question because they have positive coordinates. Now let us examine A and B. You see that this ratio is -2 or about -2. So the answer is C. This is the answer. Okay. Now we move on to question number 10. For a positive integer x, okay, let me write x, 10% of x, so 10% of x, 10% of x, percent of 1000, okay, so this is again 1 over 1000. Hang on. X percent, sorry, x divided by 100 times 1000. Let me say it again. X, for a positive integer x, this is x, 10%, so this is 10% of x, percent of 1000. Now, you can see that we can cancel 1, 2, 3, 4 zeros with 1, 2, 3, 4 zeros, and we are left with x. Okay, let me do it again. For a positive integer x, 10% of x, I'll stop here. 10% of x, percent of 1000. Okay, now we have got 1, 2, 3, 4 zeros cancelling with 1, 2, 3, 4 zeros, and the answer is x. I hope this must be clear. So this is number 10. Let us move on to number 11. In the figure, A and B are the centers of two circles of two identical circumference. CD is tangent to both. This is a line which is tangent to both of them. And parallel to AB. This is parallel to AB. If R is the radius of the circle A, what is the area of ABCD? Now the picture is not very accurately drawn, but if this is R, this must also be R, and this must also be R, and this must also be R. Why? Because the radius is R, the circles are similar, so the radius must be R, and you can take this as the radius of this circle or this as the radius of this circle, and that must also be R. Therefore, this is also R. Now, what is the area? The area is R square. So, this is the answer. E is the answer. Okay. Now, we move on to question number 12. Nails are sold in 8-ounce and 20-ounce boxes. If 50 boxes, of nails were sold and the total weight was less than 600 ounces, what is the greatest possible number of 20-ounce boxes? Okay, let's say the number of 20-ounce boxes is X. So how much is the weight? 20x is the weight. How many boxes are left? Because 50 boxes were sold. So 50 minus x. What is this x? X is the number of 20 ounces boxes. So 50 minus x is the number of 8-ounce boxes. So we multiply this by 8 and we add them, and that the weight must be less than 600 ounces. Okay? Right. Now this is 20x plus 8 times 50 is 400 minus 8x is less than 600. Okay, we transfer this 400 to the right and 20x minus 8x will give us 12x. So 12x is less than 600 and this 400 on the other side will be negative 400. So we are left with 200. So it means that x must be less than 200 divided by 12. Well, 200 divided by 12 is equal to 16 point something. You can divide and see. And therefore 60, which is the whole number, is the answer. I hope everything must be clear. If not, you can contact me using this email address sbarkat@hotmail.com. Please remember the first session is free and for the other sessions the charges are very little or there may be no charge at all. Okay. If you have any problem in math and or stat, any grade from 1 to 12 plus university level, even if you are doing PhD, you can contact me. This is my email address. I wish you good luck.